This is Rockslapping Champions. Player 1, playing Mengsk, we have Frank. And player 2, playing Zeratul, we have Syntharius. So let's have a look at the masteries. While the players get set up, we have a pretty much even split into the conscript support and the guard support over here. And we also have a spray coming down from Mengsk. It's just asserting domination on the map already at the start of the game. We have the Royal Guard cost, and then we have the 25-3 split into the starting mandate Imperial Guard cost there. I think there might be some kind of optimization done over here. I'm not really sure. For Zeratul, on the other hand, we have 30 points to the Zeratul attack speed, and then we have the artifact spawn speed, and then the Legion cost increase as well. So overall, all seems okay right now. Mengsk building double supply bunkers, trying to make sure that he has enough supply there to be able to continue production. He has gotten supply blocked a little bit, but that issue has been resolved very quickly. And his saturation wise, he's pretty much completely saturated. Now he's going to use the rest of these workers to fast build the barracks. Yes? No? Maybe? Yes. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Over here now, Zeratul is going to be going ahead and going to start doing the fast expand. So Zeratul has already captured off their own expansion over here, and they've also cleared their allies' expansion with the Legion expand on this side. Not a particularly difficult expand, but you will need to lure. You need to use a probe to lure the units into the Zoraya Legion's aggro area over there. Now, what do we have in production? We have an engineering bay coming out, so I'm assuming there are going to be some Earth Splitters that will be utilized here for Mengsk, but there is no production right now. There's zero production. Okay, there we go. There's a factory that's coming out right now for him, and still no expansion though, which is kind of interesting. They are flowing more than enough resources to be able to fast build their expansion and improve their economy. Generally speaking, you want to do that as much as possible. Now we have a probe that is moving over here. Is there going to be another Zoraya Legion call down? Yes, it's going to be a Zoraya Legion call down over there, and he's going to start clearing out this side as well. I'm assuming Zoraya is a he. Not really sure. Someone who knows lore will be able to tell me whether Zoraya is a he or a she. I'm assuming it's a he. Okay, so now we have this first attack wave that's coming up here, and I think Zeratul has noticed it, and he's going to be able to one-shot that. And we can see now that because it is a bunch of Reapers of the attack wave, it's going to be a Shadow Tech composition. And everybody knows how much people like the Shadow Tech, and there's a secret missile onto this Zoraya over here. This thing is not going to last very long. Still no expansion here for Mengsk, which is interesting because production-wise, they're getting the research that allows them to be able to build up their Imperial mandate a lot quicker. But what are these guys doing? He's flowing 1,400 resources. He chooses to move them around. I'm so confused right now. I'm sorry. I don't know why these things are not building an expansion. He is clicking, right? Yeah, so he is clicking. This is his APM, so he is actually clicking around. But I have no idea why. Okay, now he realized, hey, you know what? I should probably do something with that extra APM, and now he's put down his command center, which is maybe I would say about 3 minutes too late. But anyway, Zeratul's on this side. Now he's going to be able to deal with this. These harass waves are coming up to deal with the transport. And we have another bunch of supply bunkers on here, and they are going to be fast building. Okay. The timing was immaculate over there. The command center comes down just as these guys start to mine their resources, so they'll be able to deposit this into the command center over here. Zeratul is basically trying to solo this mission, while Mengsk is doing their own thing. What are they producing right now? They are producing just a bunch of troopers, and they are fast building their gases over here. So Mengsk wants to make sure they have an adequate economy before they continue to help Orana, because economy is important in this game, and particularly important in co-op. So I think they've saturated pretty much all their bases, which is So one of the things I realized is they've actually exactly calculated how many workers they need to be able to saturate their base pretty much instantly. And now they're putting down the Ghost Academy to be able to get some upgrades, I'm assuming. And now there are a bunch of Reapers that are going to start harassing Mengsk's base on this side. Unfortunately, Mengsk is looking at... Okay, he only knows it right now. I switched over to the player cam, and he knows it only as his command center went down, which is somewhat interesting. And now these Reapers are going to start shredding the bunkers and start shredding off pretty much everything that is kept over here. And not the Ghost Academy. There was so much effort put into that Ghost Academy, but now there is a bunch of links here. And a bunch of links will be able to clear out this side. I think this attack wave has been cleaned up. Unfortunately, there have been a lot of casualties. We have lost 3 bunkers, 1 command center, and now these links will go to their deaths as they try and nibble on this one big Thor on here. Mengsk is unfazed by this strategy, and he's going to continue and rebuild his command center right now with a bunch of workers. They're just chilling around. Why are these guys not, like, why? Like, why are these things not... Why did they not hit, like, I don't know what's going on here. There is some kind of logic that's being utilized here. I just cannot fathom that kind of logic. There were a bunch of workers there that didn't go and help fast build this command center. I think he wanted to keep them separate from the gases so that he could instantly saturate his gases. Which is, I guess, I can see the logic, but I don't know why he would do that. Okay. What do we have in the unit production? We have the Imperial Intercessor upgrades. We also have the Aegis Guard upgrade for the Marauder that is non-existent in Mengsk's army, which is again interesting. An interesting decision there, but there you go. What do I have to say about that? We have the Amplified Airwaves upgrade, very important upgrade here for Mengsk. Does improve Mengsk's mandate generation significantly. We also have this one ghost. Now we have 2 ghosts, and the ghost is already at rank 2, at rank 3 now, as Zeratul goes and murders pretty much everything on this mission. We have an attack wave that is coming up over here, and it is going to be moving towards Zeratul's base. This ghost, though, has decided, you know what, I am going to go and I am going to do the bonus objective over here. So, Ghost does get Secret Missile down, and now there is a Thor as well, and this Ghost is not going to last very long with the amount of damage output. So this Ghost has just saw their buddy get murdered, and now they're already at rank 2. They're pretty much good to go. They drop a little tactical missile strike on here, but they are still determined to try and get this bonus objective done. So a few more tactical missiles, and unfortunately this Thor does have some vision. There is another EMP that gets dropped, and another tactical missile, and now this Ghost gets killed. So, Mengsk has 1 ghost left. 2 of these ghosts have gone down, and now Mengsk has dropped a full, I think it was a full batch of Zerg units, and now he has started to trigger the bonus objective. I think he should be able to get it, but...
Allied forces are under attack.
Maybe not. So the Zerg has basically walked away. The Zerg basically has walked away because there was nothing to kill. And now this thing is going to end up getting murdered because there are a bunch of Reapers that are focusing down this bonus objective because they cannot see the Ghost over here. And these things do a lot of damage. And there is some kind of detection over here, but anyway, this Ghost... Actually, the Ghost is not even cloaked. Never mind. I was constantly thinking that there would be some kind of detection there. I keep thinking that they are like the Nova Ghosts. They're not. I am so confused about what is going on here. I think he has gotten this bonus objective. Zeratul is basically cleaned up. By the way, the mission progress is Zeratul is pretty much cleaned up this entire side now. There's one last suppression tower to clear. But I'm just so confused as to what is going on here for Mengsk. I've actually been thrown off as a result of this. So we have 1 ghost here for Mengsk, and we have 1 of these Imperial Witnesses. But the Imperial Witness doesn't buff the Ghost's mandate generation. He does have his medevac to keep this Ghost alive now. This Ghost is at rank level 3, so this Ghost is now going to make its way to the main objective and try and help its Zeratul ally out. Zeratul is going to go and just start shredding this enemy attack wave that has been spawned, and now we have an army of 2 Ghosts and 1 medevac that are ready to go. And I think Zeratul is pretty much cleaned up this side with a reasonable amount of damage done to the transport, but you know, you are soloing at this point. Now there's another harass wave here. Where are the Mengsk ghosts? They're still sitting on the back line over there. And what is Mengsk looking at? Mengsk is looking at the Zeratul base, which is interesting. Now he's looking at his ghosts, or at his base. Now he moves back to his ghosts. And that is pretty much it. He's just I don't know why, like what this is. By the way, Mengsk is floating 7,000 minerals. Just want to bring that to your attention. And now we have his Royal Legion as well as moving up over here. Mengsk is just, I think they're waiting to just build up their ghost count. I think they're doing a mass ghost build, which is interesting. And they have also put down a few more supply bunkers on the side to build up their army and their reserves over here. We have now an extra bunch of guys here, so I don't know what he wants to do with these guys. He's gonna put down another engineering bay at the... Okay, he's building, I think, some kind of wall in front to deal with this attack wave. So he knows that, okay, you know what he's doing? He knows that there's an attack wave coming up to this side once this transport gets to this location. There's an attack wave that'll spawn over here, and he's building these engineering bays to tank for the bunkers temporarily. The one issue with this strategy is that the enemy units will just go around these engineering bays because there's no ramp. When you see the strategy on the ladder, the reason why they build the engineering base like that is because the engineering base actually block the units from coming up a ramp. But oh no, he's getting upgrades. What the? It shows you how much I know about co-op. He's getting the range upgrade for the bunkers, and he is stacked.
Allied forces are under attack.
I have no idea what is going on. I'm just gonna watch what happens, I think. Where are his ghosts? He has a bunch of ghosts over here now. And there is an attack wave that is coming up over here. But this ghost is going to be moving towards this side. The upgrades is he getting over here? He's getting the Dominion Trooper armor upgrade for his Dominion Troopers, which are inside the bunker. And this upgrade also does not affect the ghosts that are there. Now there are a bunch of Reapers, and you will see that there is a bit of a problem because there's a lot of damage output from these Cyclones, and I think this thing might get focused down. Yep, that research was cancelled. The rest of these Cyclones will get cleaned up by these Zerg. You can see there are a lot of rank 3 ghosts here. They can do a lot of damage, but again, you're dealing with a Shadow Tech composition. A little bit tricky if you want to use your nukes and whatnot. He does have 5 Ghost Academies over here that should be able to generate these nukes reasonably quickly, but these ghosts are just basically chilling over there. He's gonna rebuild. I'm having a look at the player cam again. He just wants to rebuild his stuff. And he's just watching them rebuild, and I think he wants to queue up another upgrade. Yeah, he wants to get his attack upgrade again for his Dominion Troopers. But again, these upgrades do not affect... They don't actually affect the Royal Guard. These Royal Guard units, their attack upgrades and their armor upgrades are essentially the rank. They come from the rank upgrades. They don't really come from these engineering bay upgrades. And now these ghosts are ready to charge and pounce on Amon's army as they start to push in over here. Zeratul is on the front line, so these ghosts are not afraid. They are going to start clearing out the side. They're going to start attacking. There's one Hybrid Reaver, and this Hybrid Reaver decides to fight back. And now there is a bit of a problem. Thor is trying to focus down. One of these medevacs do end up going down. These ghosts do end up living though. The medevacs have kept them alive, but these ghosts are not done yet. There is an EMP and a stun, and unfortunately now there is an attack wave that has spawned right next to these ghosts over here, and there is a huge Liberator siege up and no moving out of the way, and that is Mengsk's army completely shredded. His 5 ghosts completely destroyed, and Zentaris says, nice. That is basically my thought as well, just nice. And there is a Void Suppression Crystal here to try and slow down this attack wave, because this thing can actually deal a lot of damage. A few more nukes come down on here, but unfortunately that ghost also does not last very long, and now that attack wave is making its way towards Zeratul's base. A total of 8 ghosts have been lost, and I think a total of 8 ghosts have been produced as well by Mengsk, but Zeratul does have his Void Array. They were ready for this. They are not getting blindsided by this attack wave. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of experience with people triggering the bonus objective, dying, and then just getting wrecked by the attack wave that ends up, making its way towards this base over here. The attack wave will start to attack this base if the bonus objective dies with the player. That is usually the Rockslapper triggering the bonus objective prematurely. Now Zeratul is going to start pushing onto the side. Unit-wise, unit-owned, we have 1 ghost. Where is this ghost? I want to see this ghost over here. I'm more interested in seeing the story of the ghosts of Mengsk. These ghosts will actually start to level also reasonably quickly. They're called Emperor Shadows. I'm just going to refer to them as ghosts because, you know, they are dead. At least most of them are dead now. They are living up to their name. And now we have a bunch of double medevacs that are here, and they trigger the bonus objective because these medevacs are going to be able to defend this bonus objective. Now we have a bunch of liberators over here. There's one ghost on this side, and now there are a bunch of marauders as well. This time this ghost does decide to move out of the way, and now there is a large attack wave that has spawned. Well, double attack wave, and there might be even the third one spawning. And they're going to start focus firing down this. Why is there a nuke on... There was a tactical missile strike onto this one hybrid here, while ignoring the huge number of marauders and cyclones and the liberators and a bunch of other junk here. And now this attack wave, as I was talking about earlier, is done with the bonus objective. It has killed off everything, so it's going to be given an attack command towards Zeratul base, which means Zeratul will have to go and deal with the side. But now there are two ghosts on here, and they are ready to deal with this huge attack wave, this huge flood of enemy units that is coming their way. And what will they be doing? Lots of cyclones get a lock on over here. And there's one reasonably decent tactical missile strike, but this ghost is trying to get out of the way now. But there is a bit of a problem. There are a lot of enemy units here. But Zeratul's army comes in just in time to try and help. I'm assuming Zeratul is not here to help. He just wants to make sure his base doesn't end up dying, because that attack wave is pretty scary. There's another arbiter. Was there an arbiter over there? Not sure what that was. Oh no, that was a warp prism for Zeratul. Bunch of liberators over here now. And where is Mengsk's ghosts? I want to know where those ghosts are. So one ghost is chilling on this side. He's gonna be defending. Or she's gonna be defending. Oh no, never mind. He's pulled all his ghosts down. And now he's gonna get his ghosts towards the suppression tower. But Zeratul's probably gonna end up clearing that reasonably quickly. Zeratul is doing a bit of a reorganization on their army. Mengsk's ghosts are here. And you can see here the amount of damage that these Shadow Tech units do. These Cyclones lock-ons are pretty nasty. And now there's another very nice move out of there from Zeratul. Realize there's going to be an attack wave that'll spawn. And now there are a bunch of tactical missiles. You can see those things do no damage, and this is basically why I don't use the ghosts. They are just so bad, these units. Just move out of the way here. And he's going to move towards this next suppression tower, and I'm assuming he wants to try and drop a bunch of missiles over here. Oh, he's dropped his tactical, his nuclear annihilation ability. And that will also deals reasonable damage. Most importantly, does clear out the small harass wave over here. Suppression towers are down, but now there is one last attack wave that has to be addressed. I think Zeratul's pretty much got this in the bag now, because they do have enough mobility to keep them alive and ready here. So this is the attack wave, the harass wave that has spawned. And now you can see the amount of damage output from these immortals as well, dealing a lot of damage to these liberators, and the final attack wave, or the final harass wave, gets cleaned up with these ghosts over here. This was one of the hardest games I've ever had to cast with Rockslapping Champions, because I have no idea what was going on there. But at the end, we have 3 ghosts with total fatality count of 10. But the Runner's Transport has been saved. That is GG.